Imagine this. You're lying in bed, drifting off to sleep. Everything is calm, peaceful. Then suddenly, boom! It feels like a bomb just went off in your head. No, you're not in a Michael Bay movie, and your head isn't actually exploding. What you just experienced is called exploding head syndrome. Exploding head syndrome, or EHS, is a real medical condition that sounds way scarier than it actually is. It's a sleep disorder where people hear loud noises like explosions, gunshots, or crashing cymbals in their head as they're falling asleep or waking up, and here's the kicker, no one else hears it, it's all in your brain. EHS is surprisingly more common than you think. Studies show that up to 20% of people will experience it at least once in their lifetime. It doesn't discriminate. Anyone can experience it, though it's more common in people under high stress or who don't get enough sleep. So, what's actually happening in your head? When you're about to fall asleep, your brain starts shutting down for the night, kind of like powering down a computer. But for some people, this process glitches. The part of your brainstem responsible for managing the transition between wakefulness and sleep misfires. This causes your auditory or sensory systems to send out a false alarm, tricking your brain into thinking it's hearing a loud noise. Here's the good news. Exploding head syndrome is harmless. It's not a sign of brain damage, mental illness, or ghosts trying to communicate with you, but it can be pretty scary when it happens. Some people even report flashes of light or feeling a sudden jolt in their body. Imagine thinking your head is about to explode. Definitely not a relaxing way to fall asleep. Take this story from a medical case study. A man in his 30s thought he was hearing gunshots every night as he fell asleep. He even called the police once. Turns out, it was exploding head syndrome. Once he knew what it was, he actually started laughing about it. There are a lot of myths around exploding head syndrome. Let's bust some of them right now. Myth: it's a sign of a serious brain condition. Fact: it's completely harmless. Myth: it only happens to older people. Fact: people of any age can experience EHS. Myth: it's caused by supernatural forces. Fact: nope, it's just your brain being a little quirky. While there's no specific cure for exploding head syndrome, you can reduce its chances by improving your sleep habits. Try these tips. Stick to a regular sleep schedule. Avoid caffeine and screen time before bed. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Here's a fun fact. EHS isn't new. The first documented case was described in the 1800s, but it probably existed long before that. Back then, people thought it was caused by evil spirits or bad humors. Imagine explaining that to your doctor today. So, have you ever experienced exploding head syndrome? Did it freak you out, or did you just shrug it off? Share your story in the comments below. And if you learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating medical mysteries.